everyone, today we'll access class 7 chapter number 1 of social and political life, and the name of the chapter is democracy. But before we start the video, let me tell you that we have started a daily quiz on the channel. The quiz will be based on social studies as well as few current affairs. So each one of you should take part in the quiz and update your knowledge every day. Also, you can share some extra knowledge in the comment area and make sure that your answers are 100% correct. The quiz also have the attached link where you can visit and find the correct answer in case you are confused. So, if you are not able to find the quiz on your wall, you can visit the community section of the channel. Do take part in the quiz and update your knowledge. Now, let's start the chapter. Let's first or false. First one says, the government is not responsible for maintaining law and order in the country. This one is false, as it is a government who is responsible to maintain law and order in the country. Next, in a monarchy, authority is hereditary. Yes, this one is true, as monarchy is a form of government in which the position of the king is passed from the king to his son. Hereditary means where the authority is handed down from parent to child. In a monarchy, authority is hereditary, and that one is true. Next, Nepal is one of the last monarchies in the world. This one is false, as still few monarchies are left in the world. Example, Saudi Arabia and Yemen. Next, in a republic, people elect the head of the government. This one is true, as republic is a government where the head of the government is elected either directly or indirectly by the people. So, in a republic, people elect the head of the government. Next, in 1200 CE, the people of France overthrew their monarch and established a democracy. This one is false. Next, let's see fill in the blanks. First one says, the body to whom citizens pay taxes is called government. So the taxes are being paid to the government. Next, a government that is run by just a few people is known as an oligarchy. Next, government by a person or group of persons who have seized power by force is called dictatorship. Dictatorship is a form of government where a person or a group of persons who have seized power by force rule the country. Next, Britain is ruled by a monarch. Next, in Athens, Cleisthenes abolished monarchy and established democratic government in 510 BC. Next, answer the following questions. First one says, what is a government and what are its functions? So, a government is a body or a group of people that administers a political unit like a country or a state. In other words, we can also say that government is a body that manages a political unit like a country or a state. A government mainly performs the following functions. The government makes laws, it settles dispute, the government also maintains security, the government enforces public order and discipline, the government also provides and maintains public facilities like roads, water, electricity supply, public transport, etc. Next, what are the different types of government? Explain each with examples. So, there are different types of government like monarchy, oligarchy, theocracy, dictatorship and democracy. Let's read them one by one. First one is monarchy. So monarchy is a hereditary form of government in which a single ruler rules the country. Hereditary means it is a form of government where the position of the king is handed down from parent to child. Example of monarchy are Saudi Arabia and Yemen. Next, oligarchy. Oligarchy is a form of government in which a small group of people holds all the power. Example, ancient Rome and South Africa. Theocracy. Theocracy is a form of government in which a small group of religious leaders rule in the name of God. The example is Iran. Next, dictatorship. Now, dictatorship is a form of government where a person or group of person seized power by force. That means they have seized the power by their force and they rule the country. Examples are Germany under Hitler. Next, democracy. So, democracy is the most famous form of government. It is a form of government in which the people govern the country directly or indirectly through their elected representatives. And the example is India. Next, differentiate between totalitarian and democratic government. Now, if we talk about the totalitarian government, in this, the state or the monarch exercises absolute control and regulates every aspect of citizens' life. While in democratic government, it is a form of government where people elect their representatives directly or indirectly. Totalitarian government, people have participation in making and implementation of laws. In democracy, people have power in their hands in the form of elections and public opinions. In totalitarian government, monarchies, oligarchies, theocracies, and dictatorship are usually totalitarian regimes, while democracies are of two types, that is, direct democracy and indirect democracy. Now, next is write a note on history of democracy. So, first let's talk about the Indian democracy. So the earliest examples of democratic system were found in ancient India between 600 and 500 BCE. Here, the king was elected by the people and was advised by the Sabha or Samiti. Then, the Athenian democracy. Athenian democracy was a system of direct democracy. People did not elect representatives, they voted directly on issues and bills. Then, about the early Rome. In Rome, after 12 years of struggle between the ruling families and the rest of the population, a series of laws were passed called the Law of the 12 Tables. Then about the England and Magna Carta. In Magna Carta, the king agreed to renounce certain rights and to let his power restricted by the law. Magna Carta includes the writ of habeas corpus, which gives people the right to appeal if they are imprisoned without just cause. Then, Europe and Renaissance. The Renaissance was a movement where the common people started questioning the control of the church and monarch, as they realized the control of church and the monarch over their life as they rediscovered the democratic principles of ancient Athens and Rome. Then, the Age of Enlightenment. During the Age of Enlightenment, the theory of modern democracy was formulated. It defined the essential elements of democracy, that is, equality, fundamental rights, religious freedom, separation of church and state. Next, what are the key elements of a democracy? Explain in detail. So, the following are the key elements of democracy. First, rule by people. A democracy is a political system where the people choose the government through regular, free, and fair elections. Thus, there is a rule by the people. Next, justice and equality. Justice and equality are the two pillars of democracy. Justice means to give each one what is due to him or her as a person. And without justice, there is no equality. Equality means everyone is equal before the law. There is no discrimination by caste, religion, wealth, or gender. To enjoy equality, there should be justice. Next, guarantee of basic human rights to every person. The right to freedom of speech and action, the right to equality, the right to freedom of religion, the right to information, etc. are few of the basic human rights that are guaranteed in democracy to every citizen. Next, the rule of the law. In a democracy, there are several laws to limit the power of the government, to maintain order, and protect the rights of the citizen. Next, what are the limits and requirements of a democracy? So, the following are the limits and requirements for democracy. First, democracy requires compromise. Groups with different interests and opinion must be willing to sit down with one another and negotiate. Thus, one group or the other group needs to compromise. Next, in a democracy, one group does not always win everything it wants. Different groups win on different issues. Next, every citizen must respect the rights of fellow citizens and their dignity as human beings. On this note, we completed this chapter, and I'm quite sure if you're watching this video, you must have watched all the previous videos as well. So I would request you to hit the subscribe button and switch on the bell icon so that every time a new video is uploaded, you came to know and you need not to get worried about your further chapters. Thank you children for watching the video. Have a great day.